we just look at the market together and then we go ahead. So let's just give about 2-3 minutes and then we shall begin, please. Okay, welcome everybody once again. Uh, so let's dive straight into the work for today very quickly before we call it a day. So for the afternoon session, we have 215 was a non-ADP non-farm employment change. That's for USD. That has already happened. And we're looking at something else, PMI, that will affect the USD at 4 o'clock. Okay. So anything we are doing now, we should factor in the fact that 4 o'clock we're going to have PMI. Okay, so let's be on the lookout for that. So let's see the charts. Let's just see the charts very quickly. Nothing much from here. I'll start with Bitcoin. So Bitcoin, I've been experiencing downward move. Okay, from Bitcoin. Bitcoin has been dropping ever since then. So yesterday, or is it last week, we closed. Let me just go over everything. We closed beyond this guy with the last week. So this became our most recent expansion. All right. So we had several expansions here. We had here, and also trace this one that just happened last week. So we are expecting more drop, at least here, this 71,000 mark, at least 70,000 mark. All right. So let's check the daily. So the daily I was waiting as that yes, is it no, is it yesterday? I was expecting us to be trading around here. When price comes back here, we should look for a sell from there. But something interesting happened is that yesterday went ahead to give a new expansion here. Look at it. So instead of waiting for this guy, yesterday gave us a new expansion at this point. So we know that when we come into the market, and then we see a new break of structure or a new expansion to a particular direction, that means price is trying to give us a new trading range. So it's going to be that this trading range has been violated before we can now turn our focus to this one. That's how we do it. Okay. When a new trading range is created, you just keep your focus there and see if you can have a trade. If that place is now violated, all right, before you now go, okay, where is price likely going to react from? Then you now turn your focus to the next trading range available. Okay, so on Bitcoin yesterday did this nice break to the downside. I'm interested. So we go to the H4. So you see the H4 had a fair value gap. All right. H4 had a small fair value gap, but it was there. Let me draw it. It's small, but it's there. Okay. That's a small imbalance. So I'm looking at Bitcoin selling, even though it's already giving us a sell. I'm already looking at this sell happening. So let's go ahead with this 1 hour order block. Can we sell from here? Let's try to sell from here. So this is how the trade is going to look. This is how the trade is going to look. Let me show you. So I'm going to likely use here as my inducement liquidity. All right. So I just want price to sweep those guys and then tap into here. And we can use our SL above any of these highs. That's fine. Okay. And even take it lower a little bit. That's okay. And then where are we looking at? This is the low of that expansion that happened. So we can use this guy as our target. Okay, it's just a very quick one. It's just a very quick one. So this is what we are having for BTC. Let me see again on the daily. Okay, we took here. All right. So I think we are good on this. I think we can go ahead and explore this sell. Okay, H4 is covering all the way up here. All right, so our SL has covered it. So at least we should be able to realize 2R, 2 risk to reward on this trade. That's not bad at all. Okay, so this is my view for Bitcoin. This is my view for Bitcoin. So let's see if this afternoon, this New York session can give us a small pump back up to trigger the Bitcoin trade, and then we can sell from here. All right. So this is what I'm looking at now for Bitcoin. So I'm looking at for Bitcoin. All right. So I don't want to keep us here. We already had the morning session, so we are doing morning and afternoon. So I don't want to keep us for too long. What's ADCHF saying? Okay. ADCHF is doing something, but this one is more of a lower time frame trade. Let me show you. So we have been buying AUDCHF for the longest time. For the longest time, we have been buying AUDCHF. So I'm seeing price trading all the way to this expansion. Okay, so this is what happened. Let me just break it down for you. On the weekly time frame, or on the daily, this is the daily. On the daily, you see that this is the last place that price interacted with all of these guys before price now broke beyond it. So what price is simply doing is what we call a return to point of interest. Price is just trying to return to point of interest before it can sell off again. So on AUDCHF, our last and proper expansion was here. This guy here, this line that I have here. You can see how price played around that zone a while. If I go to the 4 hours, you'll probably see more, price touching there very well. So I'm expecting here to be our long-term target, our long-term area that we are waiting for, so that when price enters here, price will sell off. And this guy is going to be what? This guy is going to be some sort of liquidity, inducement liquidity. So that when price taps into the sell region, we can now sell off. We're expecting, if this sell is going to happen, if this sell should happen from here, it should drop all the way till this point. Okay? If this sell should happen from here, ADCHF should fall from here all the way to this line. So let us see. So what we are doing here is kind of a counter trend trade. Okay, so we know how we do it. We don't do too much. So what we're having here now, the most recent expansion is this place here on the daily. Look at it here. This like a V. All right, look at it. All right. So this is the last point of expansion. So let's see the H4. So this trade is on the H4. This was our POI. You can see I like this zone a lot because price interacted with it a couple of times here and then broke, leaving behind imbalance. You can see the imbalance in the market. So that key level is coinciding with the what? With the imbalance. So this is a very interesting place for price to buy. But will price drop there? I have no idea. Okay, I have no idea because price has gone ahead to do even more and more expansions to the upside. So let me show you what price did. Now, after price printed this expansion here, price has gone ahead to do something else. Okay, and that is this expansion here, this one. See, price went and still expanded to the upside. So the thing about continuation, when you have where you're likely to trade to, I've said it before, every new expansion is a possibility to enter a trade. Okay, every new expansion is a possibility to enter a trade. Now, yes, there are times that price may destroy this one, come for this one, and then buy. But you notice that a lot of times price will do something to the most recent expansion and then go to where you wanted to go to. So if you see a possibility or an opportunity to trade from a new expansion, you just do well to position yourself there. So look at the line chart now. You can agree with me that this whole thing like this is an expansion and price is likely trying to trade from here. So let us see what price is doing at that point. Okay. So on the look at the 3 hours. It's nice on the 3 hours. So if I should trace this line on the 3 hours, you can see the 3 hours coinciding with that 4 hours line. Can you see? See the way price just took that 3 hour expansion and it has gone. So imagine if you are even scalping, just taking up small pips. You'll be making money from all these kind of moves or all this expansion. You look for an entry there, you trade. Look, it's always very very nice. So let's see 2 hours. Is it 2 hours? Let's see 1 hour. Okay. So when price tapped into this our expansion, it's even 1 hour is showing it too. So when price starts, what did price do? Price has done a sweep of the liquidity here and a break of structure. You look at it on line chart. Can you see? On line chart, it looks like this. What it looks like on the line chart. Price swept here and then went on to break here. So we are looking at can we catch something from this region? At least something to this high. So we are just trying to catch something for the day in the afternoon. So that this afternoon session, we're just trying to see is there a possibility we hold something before the day runs out. That's our purpose here. So let us see. Let's see. Do we have any fair value gaps there? No. But something happened here on the 3 hours. Can you see we have a new fully bullish engulfing candle at that zone? All right. So coinciding with this expansion that we have here, price is doing a new fully bullish engulfing candle formation. So that's interesting. So let's see lower time frame for FVG. 1 hour does not have, 45 minutes does, 45 minutes has. So we can likely look for a trade. And I like 30 minutes too. So for 30 minutes, I'm going to look at this place for a possible entry. So all of these guys here that I are seeing here just look like what we call trend line liquidity. Okay, this is price trying to build up liquidity around your entry region. So there are trend line liquidity that you are just seeing. So I like this 30-minute zone. I like this 30-minute zone. So if you are going to be taking this trade, you can enter from here. Your SL will just be below here for about 15 pips. And then if you can have 2R, okay, it's even 2.7. This is not bad at all. Risk to reward is 2.71. This is not bad at all. So we can look at what AUD CHF will do for us at this point. We can have a nice trade from there. That's not bad at all. That's not bad at all. Something to still ride the trend until we reach our sell. That's our supply zone. We are planning to sell from here now. We are planning to sell from this guy. So when price finally trades into that zone, you know that we can look for a trade from there. Okay, so this is just something for the afternoon. Don't forget that we also have this major guy here. Okay, so in case this one does not work, you can look for a confirmation here and then you trade. But we are still looking at ADCHF running into this supply that we have here. Okay, and then we can look for a sell when price trades here. But for now, we are just doing some, counter trend until we enter our supply zone. Okay. Okay, so that's that. So ADCHF is on 30 minutes. So go on 30 minutes. The fair value gap you see on 30 minutes, just below this line, this candle line here. That's where the entry can come from. All right. So let's see how this one plays out today. So I've done BTC. Now BTC is still dropping hard. Oh, if this trade should run to TP without us, then you exit the trade. Don't take it again. If the trade should run to TP without triggering you, you leave the trade, please. That's what people get wrong. People still like to hold trades, even when traders run to take profits. No. When your trade reaches take profit, you walk away from the trade. Wait for another one to form. Okay, let's see what's CAD CHF saying. This one is very, let me just show you what I'm having here. So if I come to the market, you see that on the weekly, let me see the weekly time frame. Okay. So the weekly is doing something. Weekly is sweeping the previous week's high. Here. Can you see? The previous week high is being swept by this week's candle. You know, this is a weekly time frame. So every candle represents a week. So it took a week for each candle you are seeing here to form. I'm looking at it driving to this low. Let's see daily. Now, daily was interesting. Can you see that this was a daily expansion? Can you see this guy here was a daily expansion? So let us draw the line. Good. Let me see if I trace it to the back, will it coincide with the key level? Okay, yes, somewhat, yes. So that's not bad at all. So this guy was a nice line. There was a nice area for a sell by right. Okay. So let's go to H4 to look for expansion. Now, the problem I had with this trade is that at the time, price was doing this, price did this sweep and then a break to the upside. So if we truly want to sell from here, price needs to come and destroy this place before we sell. All right. But something is also here. We also have this low here. So if we can close with a body, we can close massively with a body like this, then we can look for a confirmation. Don't just take the trade straight up because we still have this buy that may spoil your trade. Or you can just wait, right? You can just wait completely for this place to go. When this low goes, when this low goes like this, you can do what? You can sell from here. Okay. So if you are going to be using this one that I did here, this one, let me draw the line. You know that you're going to have to wait for a solid reason to sell from here. If it doesn't come, you walk away because this buy here can spoil this trade. So you can just wait for this whole thing to happen like this. When we violate this low, when a candle closes below this low like this, that means we have expanded to the downside. Then we can now do what? We can now look for a trade all the way till this low. Okay, so I wanted to just give us direction for CAD CHF in case that one occurs. So when it comes, you know what to do. Okay, I'm not wasting time on that one since that one is not ready. Let's see what Euro NZ is saying. Okay, I want to buy this Euro NZ here, but the price is currently very steep. Let me show you. So price has tapped into somewhere very key from the past. Okay. See this place, see this region. This is a nice region. This is a nice demand area that price is currently finding itself. So, in as much as I want to buy here, I need to be very cautious about the fact that see the way price was dropping into that place. So, we're going to need a proper expansion out of this zone for us to trade. Okay, we're going to need a proper expansion out of that zone for us to trade. So currently, price is still a little bit, it's not giving us a proper expansion. If I go to the line chart, this may be when we are going to have an expansion or here. Okay, so if price should go ahead and close beyond this line, sorry, the price should go ahead and close beyond here with a body like this or beyond here with a body like this, then we have confirmed an expansion. So for now, let's just watch out on this one first before we take a trade, okay? But where we have just tapped, I'm just showing us this guy because we have tapped a higher time frame point of interest. So we start to anticipate what price will do next. So since we're in a higher time frame point of interest, let us wait for a proper expansion and then we can look at taking a trade. Let's see NZD CHF. This guy is looking fine. I want to sell this guy now. Now. Let me show you. On the weekly, see the weekly information, right? We have tapped into, I think we talked about this guy. Is it this guy we talked about? I think yesterday. That's, I don't know if it's this one, but it's possibly this one. Price tapped into this place. Price tapped into this place. So this place was a key level on the weekly and also on the daily. All right. So we can go to H4 to look for alignment. Now I like what H4 did here. Can you see that H4 expanded? So we had this this time where we had a V like this. So H4 has come to expand down. Can you see? We have closed beyond this line. We have closed beyond this low here with a body. So we have an expansion. Good. Look at it on the line chart. We have an expansion there. Now, the H4 also has given us this. Can you see? This is a fully bearish engulfing. See, this candle here, this one here, has fully engulfed this one. Can you see? This candle here, this one here, has fully engulfed this candle at the back. You see, so I'm interested in what price has to do there. So let's see lower time frame for fair value gap for entries. 3 hour does not have, 2 hours has. So I like this place on 2 hours. It's also looking like a small order block there. So that guy is looking very good. I mean, very much interested in selling from there. Let's see. Okay. So I think we are good on that. So you can go ahead and place this one. Please, you must not place all the trades. So pick one or two that is okay, and then you engage. All right. Pick one. In fact, pick one. Don't pick all. Pick one or two, or anyone, depending on what you can afford to, you can trade. What you can afford to trade, you can always, do that. That one is on you. So I like this place. I like this place. I like this place. So we can go ahead and look at this trade. In the next 1 minute and 44 seconds, this candle is going to close. So this guy is now serving as our small inducement. It will be more profound on the lower time frame. If I go to lower time frame, you see it's called the single candle inducement. Okay. So we can expect price to do what? We can expect price to just sweep it. Tap into this guy and then drop. So I'm interested in what NZD CHF has to do at this point. Okay. I'm interested in what NZD CHF has to do at this point. So let us see. Hopefully we can catch something here. So this is a good trade for today. This is a good trade for today, please. Let me see the daily again. Yeah, all right. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. Okay, let's do. You can take this trade. You can take this trade. 2 hours is the 2 hours candle is where you're entering from, and then you put your SL just above the guy. All right, that's fine.
No, I don't have 2 hours, so I only have 1 hour, 4 hour, and there. I don't have 2.
On where? On your MT5?
Yes, Dupont.
There's a way to add it. There's a way to add it. Just tap on that. Tap on the. You see something like H. Any number you see there, any time frame you see on the top part of your panel. Tap on it. Then you open it up. You see more time frames. Then you can click on H2 from there.
Okay.
Just that panel where you see the time frame icon. Click on it and then expand that panel. Then you're going to see the H2. Then you just enter from there. All right. So that's that. What's NZDJPY saying? This guy was trying to get a continuation, but he's not yet ready. It's not yet ready. So see why I want to buy this NZDJPY. This guy is not yet ready, so I'm just waiting for it. See, NZDJPY started a very nice journey here. A very nice journey here is from here. The journey started from here. So I'm looking at this guy running all the way to this place. So we still have a very long way to go. A very long way to go. So we just need proper continuation models to present itself, and then we are going to buy. So the most recent expansion that we had was here. The recent expansion that we had was here on the daily. Okay, on the daily. So I like this guy because price came and played with it before breaking. So we're interested in buying when price comes here. This is a very nice place. We're going to be buying when price retraces there. So let's see the H4. Did H4 do any expansion? Yes. So while waiting for that daily to come, you see that H4 did its own. All right. H4 did its own expansion. Did we have a fair value gap? No, we did not. Okay, you see, that's the issue I was having with this guy. H4 did not have a fair value gap. So I'm waiting for this one to be more profound. Maybe if you don't get something here, maybe when it comes down here, when it comes down to this guy, we can now buy from here. Or stay with me. If price does a new leg like this, then we can now do what? We can now join from here. So on NZD-JPY, we still have a long way to go. A long way to go. Always where's that line ahead? So our job now is to just look for re-entries, look for continuation entries. And you know what it entails. Very simple. Every new expansion, we just look for a trade. New expansion, look for a trade after the pullback. But this for now, this daily zone is the finest zone. You see that the daily zone has a fair value gap. You know, it's looking very nice. The daily zone has a fair value gap. So when price trades down here, I'll be looking to buy from there. Let me see. Let me check again. H4 is okay. H3, there's no, yeah, it's okay, but no FVG. That's my only problem that I've had so far with the trades. Let me see something on the lower time frame. See 30 minutes. Okay. Let's just wait. Let's wait. Let's not be in a hurry to trade. Let's wait for maybe when price drops down to this guy, or when it gives us a new leg. If it gives us a new leg with FVG, then you know that we are clear. We are clear to trade. Okay, you know that we are clear to trade. Let's see gold. Gold should be giving us a buy anytime from now. Gold should be giving us a buy in the next 56 minutes. If this candle should close like this, let me give you a let me see the daily again. What's H3? Okay. It's even ready on the H3. It's ready on the H3. This place that I drew here is a key level. It's something I always look out for at these zones. So I like it had a fair value gap, and then price came and closed above it, using that place as liquidity. So what price is doing is that price is trying to sweep this candle, even though it has not yet finished sweeping. Price is trying to sweep that candle. And then if it finishes sweeping like what happened here on the 3 hour, the 3 hour zone is very, very fine. The 3 hour zone is very, very fine. So we're going to be taking this trade. It will be is a risky one, but that's how I play continuation. Okay, this is how I play continuation. This is how I do it. So if I just see 2, 3R, I'm fine. So this is how gold is going to be. 3 hours trade is already ready, but 4 hours is not yet ready. Do you know why? Because 4 hours still has about 55 minutes to go. So if you want to wait for 4 hours, that's fine. If 4 hours should close the way it is, if 4 hours should close bullish, look at how 3 hours is. If 3 hours, see how 3 hours has closed, 3 hours closed bullish, but it did not yet reach the high. So you just take your buy from where it's closed and then you buy. But 4 hours on is still forming. 4 hours on is not ready yet. So you can wait for the 4 hours zone. When the 4 hours zone finishes, then you can now trade. You see now this candle is turning bearish. This candle is turning bearish. I'm not interested. I want the candle to go bullish. If you can just close bullish without touching this high, then you can now do what? You can now enter your trade from there and put your SL below the candle. This is one way we do confirmation trades. Okay, that's how we do confirmation trades. And it's always very robust. So we're looking at gold still trading all the way to this point. We started the journey from here again, so we want the journey to come and finish at all-time highs. So we're just looking for new expansion to trade. So what you do is in the next 54 minutes, if this guy should close well, then you can do what? You can just enter the trade the way it is on my screen. You can just press a buy, put your SL below here. Please measure your risk before you take any trade. All right, don't expose your account to too much. Like I said, pick one trade I've called, or depending on your account size, you can do 2, then you pick it and then you call it a day. All right, though you must not take everything. All right, you must not take all the trades. Please, you must not take all the trade. This is just a small gold scalp. It's just a small gold scalp. All right. Continuation trade because we want to see price run all the way to this point. Let me see silver. I was on something on silver. Silver is going well. I was on this trade on silver. I'll soon close it. I'll close it because it's just a scalp. I like what silver has done. But let me show you the same thing I'm doing for gold. Let me just show you the idea behind the silver. Let me show you. Okay. So we started the journey from here. All right. We started the journey from here. Where are we going to? We are finishing the journey at this point. Abi? Good. So as I was not here when this one started, so that is why I look for my own entry at the new expansion. I don't have time. So we had the expansion one here. The price came back for, I think it was a 3 hours fair value gap there. Yes, look at it. There was this nice 3 hours FVG and key level also on the 3 hours. So price just came, use this guy here and continue the buy very well. So I missed this one. I was not there. So I came back and saw this guy. Let me see the H4 first. So you see that the H4 gave a new expansion. Can you see? So you now turn your focus to where the expansion has happened to see if you can catch something. So on the three hours, I went to look for FVG on lower time frame around that region. And then I saw I now saw something on this H1. See H1. See what H1 is doing. H1 has given what? A fully bullish engulfing candle. At the same time, is giving what? An expansion. So I just tilted my focus to this guy. Can you see? As simple as that. Tilted my focus to this guy. All right. So what did I do? Very, very simple. The moment price tapped this line, that stuff I just showed you for gold, I said if price should close, let me show you. If price should close like this, you can now enter your buy from here and your SM is here. That's exactly what I just used for this setup. Let me show you. I went to the M30. So the M30, can you see what happened here? See the way this candle closed? Can you see the way that candle closed? I just took my buy from there. My SL is here. So this is how I do some continuation trades and then do some scalps on all these kind of instruments like gold and silver. So the trade is doing very well already. Let me open it back. So this is the trade. Can you see? Trade is doing very well already. So if you see, that's done to R plus. So if you see every new expansion, like I said, that's how to do it. Every new expansion simply means look for a possible re-entry. Every new expansion means look for a possible re-entry. So for now we have NZD CHF, right? Has that one triggered? Oof, it's dropping. Okay. Hey, this guy doesn't give us money. This guy doesn't give us money. Oh, this one is looking good. Well, no problem. You can still come back. We have that one. We have something for ADCHF. I don't know if that one has triggered. Not yet. Okay. So I think that's going to be that from me today. Mr. Femi said GBP CHF. Have I done that? No. Let me see what's going on there. Is there money for us on GBP CHF?
I'm on sale.
Okay. Let's see. Yeah, it's looking good for a sell. Okay, this is our trade now. This is our trade D3R now. This is our trade from is it yesterday?
Yeah.
The trade is doing very well. So what he's trying to do now, we already broke this trade down. Let me just take it. Let me just walk us straight again. So we started that journey from here. So we should come and finish it here. Okay, we should come and finish it here. So what happens? So we had this new expansion. I said it that this becomes from here to here becomes our new trading range. So price came into we use Fibonacci. I remember very well. Between here and here, we use Fibonacci to see that we have what? We have traded into the 70% region, which is a premium zone. Good. Let's continue. And then something was also happening there that caught my eye. Okay. And that was what? And that was that we are having a previous day high sweep here with a tendency to come for the low. So this was even something that cemented my sell intention. So I go to the H4. Now what happened on the H4? H4 we had let me hide this one first. We had we had an expansion, and then we also had what? A fully bearish engulfing. So I said something on that class. The way this trade came about was very simple. Now, when the H4 closes, we should just enter the trade from H1. Remember, it was from H1. This H1 FVG. That's exactly how that trade came back. Let me unhide it so that you see. That's exactly how that trade came about. Can you see? And then SL should be either above here or above here. May I use this one? I use this one for the trade. Okay, so that's how the trade ran. So price did about 3R and then has come back to entry and then is back in profit. So see what price is trying to do here. Price is just trying to do a new expansion. Price is just trying to do a new expansion. The sell idea is still valid. I don't think anything has invalidated it so far. No. If I had daily low sweep like this, maybe daily swept here, I said, oh, maybe price wants to come and trade for this high. But for now, daily did not do anything. So maybe price is just trying to, do a retracement and then another expansion. So that's the view now. So in the next 3 hours, 47 minutes, this guy is going to finish forming. Hopefully we can close below. So if we close below this line like this, we close below this line like this, that means we are good to sell. Let me see how we're going to sell it. Let me see if we're going to sell it. H2, H1. I need the fair value gap. Okay. H1 is giving me another entry. All right. So between we have 3 hours for this candle to give us this expansion. If this expansion comes, by then we would have known if we're going to have an FVG here, even though I don't know what price is trying to do here like this. So if price should do, that means you can now sell from here like this. But that will be pending what the H4 says. So please don't just go and take anyhow trades. So that H4 has to expand. If the H4 expands, you can take the trade, put your SL above this high, and then we can still target our normal low. That's about 2 point something. That's not bad at all. So that's how we are going to be playing continuation on this guy. So, but for now, I need this guy here to expand. Need that guy to expand. Look at it. I need that candle to close beyond. I need the candle to close beyond this line like this with a body. If I close with the body, that means that is good indication that we're going to continue selling. All right. So when that happens, what do? We just look for a trade which I've marked out. So if that one does not work out, we can even use this place here for a trade. This one is not bad because there's still some space there. So in the next 2 hours, we should know whether we're going to have a fair value gap. Then just take your trade from the fair value gap, and then you target your normal draw liquidity. I hope you are good. So that's going to be that from me today. That's going to be that from me today. So I'm just going to stop by to share some things and see what the market has for us for the afternoon session. We are going to continue same time, same place tomorrow. Thank you very much, everyone. See you tomorrow. Goodbye.